Hello viewers, welcome to today's current affairs lecture. The date is 1st July. So this is the today newspaper. So first I will discuss the entire newspaper with briefly and then explain some particular section that I'm collect from this newspaper and also added from some value added website. Okay, so first I'll discuss very briefly about this newspaper. Today's news. The first is Gaza news. Gaza is continuously news and Iran nuclear program disrupted. It is also well. I've already discussed this news. Okay, and second important is RBI State Bank gross NPA rise. So NPA is the most important topic that always came in the news. And second important news is called the Indian negotiator extended to US attempt to deal interim trade deal. Some important tariff related issue. And second is BRICS summit. Also important. Second is this news is not relevant for the examination because there is a Kolkata law college rape case. And next news is some Jaishankar UN visits, UN exhibitions. And second, at least 14 green Telangana chemical factory blast. Assam second division June, so 9 family displays. And so these are some important news. So most important topic is called these that is Indian secular constitution even without the world. So the most important topic or most relevant point I'm already collect from this topic. And also second, PM Modi 9-day 5 nation trip. These also some 5 nation came in the news. So these news new important fact about this country also important. And second important article is residing future. And second, Thali index mostly consumer price index, CPI index, and food subsidy related. This is mostly article related to food subsidies, poverty, and that's all important that. And second is called emergency 50 year ended the emergency. So these are the some brief introduction about these two newspaper. And second we will discuss the brief about the topic. Okay, this is the mostly the one page notes from the July 1 newspaper. And second, the first is called the some 5 country in news today, because the 5 PM Modi's trip these 5 country in the next month, like in July this month. So the first important is called the Ghana important country. From where we explain that location uh, through location, explain through location. Okay, so Ghana is the important country. From we take Ghana, this is the Ghana country from African continent, and this is mostly in the western part. Okay, so the Ghana important news. So Ghana is important. Why news? Because the prime minister visit, and 70% gold come from the Ghana. So Ghana is important for gold. So it can be asked in the examination why Ghana important, because 70% of gold came from this country. So Ghana is also important. Secondly, Trinidad and Tobago. Trinidad is the Caribbean island. This is near to the Caribbean island. This is mostly in the North American continent. And also 40 to 45% Indian diaspora in the Caribbean lives in this country. Okay, and second is called the Argentina. Argentina is the where is the location of the Argentina? Argentina is the located here. This is the Argentina country. Okay, so Argentina is South America. So major supplier of the soybean and sunflower to India. Okay, major supplier of soybean and sunflower to India. So Argentina is the major supplier of sunflower and soybean, and also major supplier of lithium, and lithium also important for renewable energy sources. Okay, and next is the country is called the Brazil. We all know about the Brazil because Brazil is the most diverse country in the South American continent. And so Brazil also is in news because Brazil is hosted 17th summit, BRICS summit in Rio de Janeiro. Okay, so we want to learn about the some fact about BRICS. Okay, so BRICS are almost about the some country about BRICS. Also the most recent member is in Indonesia. And what are the countries are exist in the BRICS? So the countries is BRICS: B for Brazil, R for Russia, I for India, C for China, and S for South Africa, and also added some country in the recent 2023, 24, 25. Some country also added that, like some countries: Egypt, Ethiopia, Nigeria, UAE, Indonesia, and Iran. And these are the countries also in the BRICS. Okay. And second important article into this newspaper is called the 42nd Amendment Act, because these amendment mostly happened through emergency situation 1976. This time India is on India under emergency. So secular and socialist and integrity, three important were added in these 42nd Amendment Act in the preamble section, because in preamble section these three important words like secular, socialist, and integrity not in there in the original constitution, but it was added in 42nd Amendment Act 1976. So these are the important, and also important chapter also added in our constitution, that is called fundamental duties in 42nd Amendment Act. And fundamental duties were added under Soran Singh committee recommendation. Soran Singh committee. So committee also important, Soran Singh committee, fundamental duty. And some why this is also, and this article also related to some important article like Article 14, right to equality; Article 15, prohibits of discrimination based on the religion, race, sex, caste, and the place of birth; and also Article 16. Article 16 says that guaranteed equality of opportunity in the matter of public employment. So these are the three important articles. 42nd Amendment Act also, in the case 1 of the Bharati case 1973, also says that the preamble is the part of the constitution, and it is also the basics, and secular, socialist, integrity, these all are the basic structure of the constitution. So we can't change that. We, even in amendment also, even in constitution amendment also, in the basic structure cannot change. Okay. And second is the some brief about the history of the BRICS. We are already know that the what are the countries are in the BRICS. So the first summit was held in the Ekaterinburg in Russia, Ekaterinburg in Russia. Okay. And the one of the important, and so this BRICS, there is a no particular headquarter of the BRICS, because these are the mostly no formal headquarter. Okay. But in 2014, fertilizer declaration, and there is a new important bank was evolved from these BRICS, that is called the NDB, National New Development Bank. So new development bank also important, and BRICS also important for cooperation of terrorism in BRICS countries, economic cooperation, international cooperation also, and social and climate cooperation also important part of the BRICS. Okay. And so fertilizer declaration NDB bank is headquarters in Shanghai, China. Okay. So these are the BRICS summit. And second, and the last important news is called Geological Survey of India. In mostly this is called 101 celebration. Mostly that I forgot the particular the factual term. So we know about the Geological Survey of India is mostly founded in 1916. Is headquartered in Kolkata, West Bengal, and under the Ministry of Environment, Forest, and Climate Change. These are the under ministry. And what is the main goal or the main objective of this Geological Survey of India is called the survey, explore, and monitor the fauna of India. Okay, so these is the today's newspaper micro notes, and the entire newspaper I have already summarized in just 10 minutes. Okay, this is a very small time. You can invest just in few time to these current affairs and briefly understand this newspaper, and another time you can debate in your static topic, because we are already know that the in one newspaper we will read the entire newspaper, that is required to 2 to 3 hours time. So if entire time you give to that, then so you can just give 10 minutes and read or understand the entire newspaper and briefly. Okay, so thank you.